So Zloy's been mining and keeps dying of suffocation. I figured this might save him for at least like 2 hours. Hey yo, it's Lyarrah, and I am now the proud owner of a giant fish tank. That's right, I went ahead and put together a little guardian temple, ocean monument. That's the correct word, ocean monument. And there is a couple fishy fish hanging out above there, ready to be dropped into here. But I wanted to show you all it before I did. I did the same thing on the back wall here that I did on the back wall over here, which is that we're using coal for the background. It's a nice backdrop without it being just solid, which I figured would be kind of distracting. We tried a few things. We tried blackstone, didn't like it. I also will admit over here I am not completely sold on where I let the cyan terracotta stop off at. I may actually put lapis behind there or something. I don't know. As I wanted it to look like the giant fishbowl went around the corner originally. But yeah. We are going to go ahead and dump some fish into here, and I figured chances are pretty good that I'm going to hack at least one thing up. So I decided that I should probably bring y'all in for this mess before I did it. Like for example, that would have been bad. These would be bad. Like basically I just don't want any way for them to get out. And I think that that has eliminated any ways of getting out. Okay. Well, we are going to go ahead and I can't reach the boat. And give me the axe. Why can I not hit the... Okay. Well, that's upsetting. I forgot these guys wind up pretty damaged from... They did come out of a farm that's meant to leave them at one hit. Yeah, we're gonna make some splash healing potions and bring them back here. 1 second. Alrighty. So yeah, I'm really glad that I had previously already gotten 3. Thank you very much, Beardy, for going back for that extra one. Because I do not feel like getting even more. Okay, let's try this again. We need to figure out how to get you out of that boat. Without, like, letting you completely free either. That's not the right angle, apparently. How about from over here? Can I do it from over here? Okay, so the annoying thing to this still is the fact that I could, on the other hand, hit... Is it just like stuck in between layers now? Oh no. Please find your way into the water, you dork. Oh no. Am I trying to intentionally glitch into the thing? I think I just saw it over there though. No, that's the one outside. Unless this one got this far already. No, I think that I've seen those. Can't believe I'm having to tear up half my floor because a guardian got into it. Oh, it fell in. You found your way. Good. I'm glad that you figured out how to get in and that I just ripped up half of my floor for nothing, you ungrateful brat. Alright. Well, hopefully number 2 will be a little bit simpler than that. She says, knowing full well that number 2 is still outside. Alright, so I'm thinking my best bet here is to kind of fence this dirt in. Can I place blocks here? Yes, thank you. Alright, fencing you in with terracotta because that's what I have a gazillion blocks of. And like put boats here so that if I break the boat he's in, he'll just hop into one of those. Yes, no, maybe. That's the plan. We'll see if it actually works. Can I just hit you from hit the boat from over there without hitting you? Oh, well, I hit you, but you didn't die that time at least. Okay, excellent. It's now in one of these. It now cannot hit me, supposedly. Hopefully. I did not think to knock out any blocks, so this is going to be entertaining. But hopefully it will naturally seek out the water once we're inside here. So I can just kind of dump it off. Alright. So there we go. I will get out of here. Bum. Bump. 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 And whoops, please go that way, not this way. Thank you. I definitely still punched the poor thing more than I meant to, but you know this is our Shark Tank, so to speak, you know? Okay, I see one of you, and the other one's inside. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, that's amazing. You're both very confused by slabs, I see, but that's fine. You're swimming around in there, and that is all I care about. Sweet! All right. How do I make a thumbnail out of this? Okay, so I've been out here terraforming all of this, starting to get myself a, nice level area here to start off from. Obviously it's really flat right now. It will not stay really flat, but I do want to kind of give this area the feeling that it's been chiseled down a little bit, so I'll have a few, like, little lumps of terracotta that have little houses built on them and stuff like that. A lot of this though is just about leveling this out, and of course, making sure it's lit up under here since I'm not filling it. Yeah, it's not lit up enough. It's not lit up enough and my inventory's full. Grab one of you and drop you on over there. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna need more torches, obviously, for sure. But I got distracted by the notion of trying to put a creek over here. See, I'm liking the idea of this is going to be like converted into farmland, like a few little fields over here. So I will need to nice dirt it up, and I need some kind of excuse to do so. So I was gonna put like a pond here on some scale. I don't know exactly how big. With like somewhere along here there will be a little waterfall coming down the cliff, maybe a couple of them at different spots. Could imply that one of them is like the runoff from up here. Although then it's kind of maybe the yeah. Let's if I'm gonna imply sewage coming out of the top of the mountain, let's put it someplace else. But yeah, kind of trying to figure out where a good path it would be for like a creek over here. I was originally, because originally I was picturing it flowing this way, and then I decided to fill that back in because I realized it was going uphill at that point. But now that I'm looking at it again, I'm like, oh, I can have it come down like there and have that feed into here. And I'm thinking of like a pond here. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to piece this together a little bit more now, because originally I was thinking coming in from here, going into the little pond and being like of use there, but now I'm picturing it as like, okay, I can make it a little bit bigger. We can bring this down another couple layers here, and I can actually make it imply that the pond is flowing that away, but have like a little dam across it, just like a couple trapdoors or something set up in a way that looks like it's got a winch on top of it to pull it up again if needed. And this will be implied to be kind of where the town comes to grab its water from, and will potentially have like irrigation canals either coming out of it or coming out of the creek as it goes further along here. I'm fine with the fact that it's going to be kind of like canyon-ish there. I'm gonna come up with a couple more layers down of that as a result to make the side of that look good. But obviously I'm still gonna want to lower that a little bit. Gonna want to possibly raise up the other side. There's just a lot of height changing here. I'm surprised at how much height changing I'm willing to put myself through here. But I've been trying to figure out what I want to do on the creek bed. So I have been not there. Where? Here. I have been over here testing out some ideas. And I found a surprising idea. My Discord actually helped me come up with this. I was sending pictures of like what I was trying to go for, which is like a periodically dry creek bed. So I want the edges to be crackly, and then the very bottom is going to probably just be like, you know, your typical, God, this is like, the gravel's fine, the clay's probably fine, but I kind of want to go with like cobble to kind of give that river rock feel. Last season I had a little mountain river, and that mountain river had like prismarine in it and some other stuff in order to give it a river rock feel. But because it was up in a forest area, then those colors worked well in it. I don't think those colors would work so well here, but at the bottom of the creek, that blends in just fine. Like, that looks great. And definitely looks a lot better than like the patchwork of different colors. Like we're definitely gonna at least have to pull up the actual sand from the bottom. Some sand along the sides would be fine. And I think it's gonna be like a mix of sand, of plain terracotta, and yeah, the crackly bit here, brown mushroom blocks. I'm gonna have to buy like a ton of them from someone, or else set up a way to farm them. But yeah, I really like how this looks. I think it looks excellent under the water too. It really has that like dried out feel to it. It gives like just enough texture in a way that the regular terracotta doesn't, because the regular terracotta, the texture kind of fades into the water. Huh. I think this works out great. But yeah, so the plan is gonna be to go ahead and finish carving out where I want this whole creek area to be. Probably gonna go ahead and bring down a little bit more of this and bring up some other areas, yada yada, kind of level it out a little bit more than I have so far. Looks like it's gonna be more up than down now that I'm really looking at it. Yeah, and then then go ahead and get the bottom of this terraformed. So I'll be back to you when this is carved. So I've just come to an utterly horrifying realization. I had planned on doing a like port over here somewhere along the edge here, and I'd also planned on doing some kind of a like wench. I don't know what else to call it, like one of the things that lifts stuff up. Hi, trader. Like situated over here such that like ships would come up here and get stuff pulled up. But I've made the horrifying realization that this river doesn't actually connect to the ocean. So it's like now I'm stuck trying to figure out how I want to approach this, because I really thought that this came over here and connected through here out to the ocean, and it does not. It does not. Not even actually close. It just curves it. Why is there three Oh, I know whether I got trapped there at some point during the season with some of the zombie villagers, right? Anyway, yeah, it doesn't even come close, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to like set up some kind of a crane system here that would be lifting stuff off of boats that are there and putting it onto boats that are in there, or even just like, you know, on here to put it onto boats that are, or like not even boats, like some means of then dragging it over to the mountain itself. And that makes me like, okay, so basically it's like I can do that where things get lifted off of there and put onto something here. I can do the same over here somewhere and have like a way up the mountain be put here or something instead, since that's going to be in a more like, I don't know, suitable spot. I mean, is it in bad taste to build a canal right now? Like, I don't know. Okay, I want this to be a river delta. Like, I cannot see a way mentally that this kind of formation would happen in real life without this wearing down into a river delta eventually. It's just, that's not how tides work. That's not how anything works. So I feel like it would be, these are two separate rivers coming together and forming a delta right here. So I feel like I want to tear all this down to riverbed level and like leave the spikes here to be like whittled away, like have them then curve back in down at the bottom so they're clearly whittled away. I think it'd be a really cool design to it. I really, but like now I'm just creating even more work for myself in a part of this that isn't even the main build. How do I always manage to do these things? Seriously, like, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Send help.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Hey. Ow. Hey. Listen, just.
Well, I tried to do that mid-air, that didn't work. Hi,
Oh.
how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great now that I'm out of jail.
Yeah, I see you also found the force field that I left you. Good, good.
Yep, that was very kind of you. Thank you.
I had to bully you into not dying somehow. Right. So, um, yeah, I need to put you to work. I understand you're broke, right?
You and the rest of the server, but do explain.
I need you to do what you do best.
Mm-hmm. Who will Robin?
No, well, I need a boat.
Ah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
fine. Well,
yeah.
that was the point of confusion, because last time I tried to rob somebody, I ended up in jail, so...
I mean, but yeah, no, I need a boat. I need a crashed boat, more accurately. I mean, it
Well, I
will.
can provide that, considering that's literally my current base,
I,
so...
I, I need a smaller one though, because I'm not stealing your base for stream, redemption things.
Oh. Okay, so what's the plan exactly?
Yeah, just crash a boat here so that I can make it look like the treasure fell out of it.
Why do you need treasure falling out of it?
I told stream that they could redeem mini blocks. Like I just make a
Oh.
pile of mini blocks with their names on it,
Oh,
and
okay.
I wanted some place
So
to put it.
See, my mistake was assuming that you need a crashed pirate ship over here, because that's gonna be a transition from whatever it is you're building nowadays, holy crap, to whatever it is I've been building back then.
I mean, like, true, it will act as a transition between the two. But yeah, no, I'm finally building a city on top of the mesa, and like the sprawling farmland around it that will feed the people who live in the city.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so far I followed. That's why there's ground everywhere.
Yes, that is why there's ground everywhere. That
But
is
also
why
wasn't
huh?
but also wasn't the cliff like just at least 1/3 of the tallness less?
Dude,
Last I checked.
it's been this tall for ages. Like
Yes.
yeah, no. The only thing that's been added to it is that sandstone retaining wall at the top. The rest of it's been there. Like
Uh-huh.
because I built everything from that dark brown stripe up, like the thick bracket brown stripe up, but I built that in like December. I've been stalling on this for months, man.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know where you can get a ton of sandstone?
I do.
If you say mining desert, I will punch you.
No, my storage.
Oh, that's worse, actually. Look, it's awful. I went to the mining desert. I mined out 9 shulker boxes of sandstone and sand.
Hmm.
Because I thought that half of it is going to be bought up by you for this project, and the other half by Groover for the tunnel to the mining mesa. But turns out both of you already have all the sandstone you could potentially wish for, so...
I mean, I'm still likely to buy more because I'm ultimately going to need more, but you have to keep in mind, you also already did give me like 2 shulkers of it from the last 2 times that I bailed your butt out of stuff.
Yeah. That just comes to show kindness doesn't pay. Anyway, you need a pirate ship down here.
Yes, I
I
need a
believe
pirate
I
ship.
can crush one in here.
Yes, a pirate ship by the pile of anvils.
Mm-hmm.
I am perfectly happy to pay you for it. And yeah, and then if like yeah, I know I dragged you over here to do a little bit of the diggy out here. But if you wind up bored and wanting to help me replace more sand with dirt, just let me know. I can put you to work doing that too. well,
Absolutely.
money.
uh, all right. I mean, I do have some ship designs just lying around in Creative World, so might
Sweet.
as well. All we
Yeah.
really need is some quality time-lapse music.
I'm
Alice, play the Kraken song. They can't hear me from all the way down here.
yeah.
Alice!
We are caught up, and yeah, we have the startings of the path done. We're gonna figure out where we're gonna put a harbor down here still. I need to track down Zloistel to have him crash a boat over here for us to put something to interact with on stream for a stream reward. And we have this pond over here figured out. This center section is going to be left all red sand so that it's yeah, so that I can go ahead and put like a little market or something on it, and it's going to be real cute that way. It can always be put into dirt, but I actually have a feeling that some of this is going to be undirted. And no, your eyes don't deceive you. This is coarse dirt, and it is on purpose. I want to be able to control how much any grass spreads out here, if at all. Because I do think I want some patches to have grass, but I don't think I want a ton of patches to have grass. I also don't mind the jungle leaves decaying. That's not my fault. The beauty with the coarse dirt is that I can just, well, apparently I can fail to have, no, I don't have hoe. Well, yeah, you can hoe coarse dirt and turn it into regular dirt, and then you can hoe it again and have it be farmland. We have been trying to decide what I want to do for irrigation canal. So this pond, in case I didn't mention it before, is meant to be for irrigation. It is going to be out of a little creek that's, I don't know if it's just coming out of there or what, but it feeds this pool, and this is then going to have some kind of pipe coming out of it, I think using like andesite. I was gonna say andesite walls, but I guess I can mini block it too and make it more convincingly. Yeah, we should try that. Anyway, yeah, some form of blocks to make there actually be pipes out of there to then feed into irrigation canals. And these are going to run down the crops every few blocks, and there's going to be ones on multiple tiers here. So there and so on, and one on the other side as well. We had, however, been having a hard time deciding between the stone look, which has the benefit of having multiple variants that can be put in to add more decoration. But as you'll notice, the mossy winds up stripy really fast. Like, it's really obvious, really obvious where it is. And that kind of frustrates me, but it still looks good. Or this is actually end stone, but it looks like weathered sandstone when done right like this. It feels like we're leaning towards this, and then using the end stone bricks actually as like pathways through everything, because I do like that look. Like, it really looks like sandstone that people have been trampling on. I don't have sandstone on me to compare, but it really feels like sandstone that people have been trampling on. And by the way, the sun setting and the moon rising reminds me that I need to make sure that when I do the palace up there, I need to have either at the palace or somewhere a clear view straight through from east to west through the entire town. Like, there just needs to be a stretch where you can definitely see at least all the way to the, well, I guess you'd have to see across it the whole town then. But yeah, point being, want view, want nice view, it pretty. need view of moon for us to be city of moon. But we are just kind of at a point here where I just kind of got to do grind work, where we're just doing streams of, you know, building out all this dirt to get it around the back of there. Eventually we'll be starting to dig from this direction around too, and just kind of figuring out like what areas are still going to have the red sand, how to do borders between them more effectively. Like obviously this is a lot better than that, for example, like that. No, yes, correct head motion. Still gotta figure out what I'm doing with the delta. That is gonna be some major stream grind if I do that. It's stuff. Many things. Many things. But I think our priority next on all this build is honestly, yeah, it's gonna be shaping out some of the buildings. I don't know if I'd mentioned to y'all, listen, doing a lot of this work on stream means that sometimes I forget what I've already said to who. I'm sorry. And I mean, hey, even if I did say it on stream, there's a good chance that like half of you have already heard it as a result. Anyway, the given the concept art for the city, then the city itself needs to be about the same height as the rest of the mesa. And there also may be spots where there's like more buildings sticking out lower down the mesa. I got to figure out if I want to do that or not. We are not trying to wind a pathway around the mountain. You know, so we have our carved out one that's going to go through. So I think finishing off the staircase is actually probably one of our next priorities as well, because then the walls of it will be a good stream grind. But this I cannot do on stream. Like this I can barely do, period, even with my technique, because it is much confusion. It is very much confusion. I think completing that so that I feel like we've got a bit more cleared in here, starting to actually patch out the farmland here and potentially map out where I'm going to have like some bridges and some houses and stuff like that, and just getting to the point that I don't need the beacon to be out here ASAP is good. And of course, like I said, planning out both the layout and the skyline of this city. Both of those are going to be important. The skyline is going to be most important as viewed from out there, because that's the direction people are going to be coming from the shopping district and Zloy's base and everything. Like that field of view is where the skyline needs to look really good from. But there will still be some section that needs to look good from there. But that's what part of why that's my main viewing platform, and then also standing on top of that mesa has been my other main viewing platform. For today, what I'm going to be spending the rest of the evening doing is probably just filling in these sections inside the retaining walls in ways that make sense and that, you know, suggest that it is indeed retaining things. It is going to give me an excuse to have a little bit more of the color of the blocks showing in some places. So that's going to be really nice feeling, because it can imply that the dirt has kind of like slid away from there and butted up against the wall instead. And of course, the task that I don't want to tackle yet is the elevator. This elevator is going to be a whole task and a half unto itself. But I think that kind of summarizes where we are at on things. No, I don't want any spots where it actually like goes all the way to it. But we can definitely have that piled up back there. So I think that is my cue to let y'all go. So, thank you everybody so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much everybody for hanging out with me today. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure you leave a like if you're new around here. Subscribe. Come on, you know you wanna. Take care, everybody. Toodles!